Do you believe? Let us all join in and not only believe but do what is right to make Jamaica shine, becoming the nation of choice to live, work, raise our families and of course do business. Adrian Atkinson is my name and you're watching Jamaica Magazine. Coming up, the Governor General inspires young people to achieve through the I Believe initiative. Plus, the program of advancement through health and education is making a big difference in the lives of beneficiaries. Today it's all about success and empowering our people to achieve.
A healthy and educated people living in a clean, natural environment, reducing crime, improving the justice system and governance, building a prosperous economy. It's not just a vision, it's reality. Learn about the plan. Join the vision.
My country, Jamaica, has a rich heritage and is very unique. If we all pull together, we can make it the place of choice to live, work, raise family, and to do business.
For more information on Vision 2030, call the Planning Institute of Jamaica or visit vision2030.gov.jm, your parish library, school library, or the Jamaica Information Service.
Good day, I'm Andrea Chisholm and this is your JIS News for Thursday, November 27. Prime Minister Portia Simpson-Miller has called for bipartisan consensus as Jamaica takes another step towards establishing the Caribbean Court of Justice (CCJ) as the final appellate court. Mrs. Simpson-Miller made the call on Tuesday as she opened the debate on 3 CCJ bills in the lower house of Parliament. The bills are an act to implement an agreement establishing the CCJ and 4 connected matters, an act to amend the Constitution of Jamaica to establish the CCJ as Jamaica's final court of appeal, and an act to amend the Judicature Appellate Jurisdiction Act.
The debate on these bills is also about Jamaica's identity, the exercise of its sovereignty, the protection of the legal rights of its citizens, and the location of that sovereignty.
She added that Jamaica's final court of appeal, the UK-based Privy Council, was inaccessible to many Jamaicans due to costs associated with obtaining a visa and traveling to the United Kingdom. If the CCJ becomes Jamaica's final court of appeal, however, the Prime Minister said it would ensure access to justice for all Jamaicans. The government needs a 2/3 majority vote in both the House of Representatives and the Senate in order to pass the CCJ bills. The Police High Command is reporting a 17% decline in major crimes. Commissioner of Police Dr. Carl Williams made the disclosure as he addressed a public lecture at the Northern Caribbean University on Monday.
So whether it is murder, shootings, robbery, rape, aggravated assaults, and so on, every single category we have double-digit reduction.
Crime statistics show that when compared to this time last year, murders have seen a 16% decline. There has also been a 13% reduction in shootings, 18% fall in aggravated assault, and a 24% dip in rape cases. In addition to the decreases in major crimes, Commissioner Williams says there's also been a dip in the number of persons being detained by the police, as well as the number of curfews imposed in communities.
It means that we are doing something well. In fact, as someone said, we are doing smarter policing.
Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade Minister Senator A.J. Nicholson is asserting that ending violence against women and girls will require the collective effort of all Jamaicans. Senator Nicholson was speaking on Tuesday as Jamaica joined in observing the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women.
Men and women of Jamaica, boys and girls, let us use these 16 days of activism from today until the 10th of December to energize all actions towards the elimination of violence against women and girls.
The Director of the Communication and Public Affairs Department at the Office of the Prime Minister, Huntley Medley, has addressed complaints in the media regarding interactions with two journalists at Wednesday's Jamaica House media briefing. In a statement Thursday morning, Mr. Medley explained and asserted that he would never be party to any attempt to muzzle journalists in the performance of their duties. He, however, insists that journalists also have a duty to act responsibly and respect the rights of others. Mr. Medley explains that in two separate interactions with representatives of two media houses Wednesday, his efforts to retrieve the roving microphone so other reporters could ask questions were met with resistance. He says in both cases, this happened after the reporters were allowed several questions and subsequently told they could ask more once others had gotten a similar opportunity. The Communication and Public Affairs Director says that on reflection, he is convinced that his actions were right but might not have been done right. He says his department will review their arrangements for ensuring the orderly flow of the media exchanges involving officials of the Office of the Prime Minister. In the meantime, Mr. Medley insists that his department will continue to facilitate the media to access information from the OPM so they can perform their duty of informing the public. And finally, 150 residents in Parade Gardens, Central Kingston, are benefiting from a 3-day workshop on stress management and parenting. The workshops are being carried out by the Planning Institute of Jamaica PIOJ in partnership with the Art of Living Foundation. It forms part of the PIOJ's Community Renewal Program, which seeks to empower communities by addressing a number of issues.
The reality is you can't have full-scale development by giving it a piecemeal approach. So it can't be that we are just addressing parenting and then recognizing that these people don't work and they need to work, so hence the stressor will still be there.
And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Andrea Chisholm. Thank you for watching.
Are you pleased with what you see when you look inside your mirror?
Violence destroys lives, families, and communities. No society can advance if it abuses its women and girls. Say no to violence. Let us unite to end violence against our women and girls.
That was a message from the opposition spokesperson on gender affairs, Ms. Olivia Grange, in support of the elimination of violence against women.
Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach him to fish and you feed him for life. A practical quote we love to recite, but government is putting that into action by providing vulnerable students with access to quality education at the primary, secondary and tertiary levels, enabling them to achieve academic success. And what does that mean for their future? A foundation for economic independence.
Government remains committed to developing our human capital. So much so that the administration has made it a strategic priority for the 2014-2015 financial year. One of the ways it's seeking to improve human capital is by ensuring that all children, especially those at risk, have access to quality education. Its path to doing this is the Program of Advancement through Health and Education. In our series on government's strategic priorities, we highlighted government's move to increase funding for PATH to the tune of $5 billion this fiscal year. That report was in June, and since then we've begun to see results. The success of that intervention exemplified by an awards ceremony for PATH scholars in July.
Destination is like my goal. I'm trying to
Shanae Graham, $37,500. She's a fourth runner-up in this category.
The PATH program has helped extensively in allowing me to achieve my academic goals.
Let's make welcome from the Hampton High School, Alexandria Espute.
It aids you to move forward. It gives you an upper hand where others might not have had it.
Shoma Rise Gilman, 8 distinctions, 1 credit. That's a total of 9 subjects.
I have done well due to the PATH program, helping me at school.
High achievers from households on the PATH program have benefited from scholarships which were handed out at the 5th staging of the PATH Top Achievers Awards put on by the Ministry of Labour and Social Security on July 9. 40 awardees were recognized for excellence in the Grade 6 Achievement Test GSAT and the Caribbean Secondary Examination Council CSEC for 2012 and 2013. These top achievers gained averages from 96 to 98% in GSAT and for CSEC 6 to 11 distinctions. For their hard work, they were awarded cash prizes ranging from $37,000 to $150,000 to further their education. Beneficiaries were proud of their accomplishment, determined to keep doing well, and grateful to government for the chance to achieve their dreams. Chedukia Longley is the 2012 PATH Top Female Achiever.
After 7 arduous years, I stand here, a proud graduate of the Glenmuir High School. I express sincerest gratitude to the Program of Advancement through Health and Education, PATH, for this grand opportunity bestowed upon me to reflect, to celebrate, and envision higher learning.
The 2012 Top Male Achiever Award went to another Glenmuir High School student, Peter Williams, who attained 9 distinctions and 1 credit. Those taking top honors for 2013 were Kimberly Burnett of Immaculate Conception High School and Othniel Williams of Denby High. They each received a cash prize of $150,000. The GSAT Top Awards went to Colin Rowe and Tayasha James for 2012, while Devin McIntosh and Radisha Blake copped the main award for 2013. They each earned $80,000. In keeping with the theme Inspiration Through Transformation, the 2014 PATH Top Achievers Awards also sought to reduce stigma and discrimination against PATH beneficiaries. The Ministry of Labour also used the event to inspire and motivate other PATH beneficiaries to excel.
They have helped me to recognize that I have potential, and if there's anything that I'm not sure that I like, I sure like being awarded, so it has motivated me to continue working hard.
The PATH program has paid for my bus fare, so now I'm able to attend school regularly, so I'm able to attend all classes, and attending all classes has led me to be as successful as I am now.
Just set your goals, work hard, and you'll achieve. 'Cause every reality was just one surgery.
In ensuring access to quality education through the PATH program, government is building a pool of qualified individuals to take up existing professions as well as create new ones. And this level of investment in human capital development is being embraced by the beneficiaries. The youngsters expressed gratitude, gave advice, and spoke of ways to give back to their country.
I aspire to become a doctor, not just a normal doctor, but an obstetrician. And you might ask yourself, how can this career contribute to Jamaica? I feel that I can contribute to the safe delivery of our future leaders. And in that way, I can also help in the 2030 vision to make this a place of choice to live, work, and to raise a family.
The PATH program is a very beneficial program to vulnerable students out there, students who are less fortunate, and I'm grateful for the opportunity it has given me.
You will achieve many things while working with PATH.
I can see myself as being an upstanding citizen of Jamaica and being a role model for those around me.
I am happy that our top achievers, our students who are benefiting from the program are doing so well.
Know that I can make it. Oh, never stop trying, so I know Are you pleased with what you see?
It could be that no matter what you say, you follow all of the parenting rules and all of the parenting tips, and your children will go out there and still do something stupid. The most that you can do is teach them responsibility. Responsibility to take a step, stop, think for a minute. Foresight, to see what can happen in the future if they do something. Don't be afraid to be a parent. They're children, and as parents, we have to set up the necessary disciplinary structure so that they can grow and become positive citizens and good citizens of Jamaica. Because the bottom line is better parenting, better children, and ultimately what? A better nation. That's where we want to go.
Don't forget, don't you fret.
Up next, another example of government facilitating human capital development.
The Ministry of National Security through the Citizen Security and Justice Program CSJP has been working with non-government organization Operation Friendship as well as the Jamaica Foundation for Lifelong Learning JFLL to offer remedial training to persons in vulnerable communities. CSJP, which targets unattached youth in volatile communities, recruits the youngsters. Operation Friendship facilitates the training at its institution, and JFLL provides the math and English teachers.
To deliver a 10-month pre-vocational program, which was aimed at 1, improving literacy levels, as well as their social skills with minimal exposure to general construction.
Using aspects of the constant practicing teaching method, classwork, assignments, tests, and projects, students were prepared for the Hard Trust entrance exam. If successful, they would move on to CSJP's vocational program, which provides advanced skills training at Hard Trust NTA.
Okay, today we're going to be talking about synonyms. Have you ever heard the word synonyms before?
Kind and generous. Vacant, empty. Messy and dirty.
You had to work from the basic letter sounds and stuff onto the other areas of literacy. This was my first time teaching adults, so the transition was a bit difficult, but I mean, I got into it. The guys made me feel comfortable, and so it has been good.
Class, what are we going to do today?
Change decimal to percentage.
What are we going to do?
Change decimal to percentage.
It's fun when teacher teach about percentage and them thing and teach in a like a tricky way to do it.
Students are interested in learning, right, and they try their best to maintain discipline and stuff like that.
And Mr. White is a living testament to what can be achieved if one is disciplined. Having been a participant in the CSJP, he completed his studies in primary education at the Jamaica University and is now empowering other young people. Administrators of the CSJP's pre-vocational training program worked tirelessly to educate and train the youngsters as they acted on strategic priority number 4 on government's list.
Many of them felt very stigmatized, and many of them had a low self-esteem, which resulted from the fact that they were unable to read at levels that they should.
But after intense work, a shocking revelation. 22 of the 25 students who took the Hard Trust entrance exams were successful, paving the way for them to move on to higher heights.
I feel overwhelmed. I say yes, I achieve what I come for. That was the aim, to pass the test. And I say yes, I did it.
I went to school from 2005 and I doesn't take up a book at home. And this program made me take up book and show interest of doing some work.
I think the success can be attributed to the motivation, to the quality of the instructors that we had, to the fact that the youngsters had to do the work which was necessary. We were able to come up with a new design for the syllabus, which really sort of focused on what had to be done in order to get them through the exams.
We are going to a next level, construction, getting a skill.
But the participants already have a rudimentary understanding of general construction, which will give them an edge when they begin CSJP's vocational program, Advanced Skills Training at Hard Trust NTA.
It teach me like to hold a hammer the right way.
You don't hold the hammer down in the neck, you hold the hammer at the end and you swing your wrists.
And my mindset is to inform other young men outside, in and outside the community, just to show that we get off the road and can come down at Operation Friendship and get it further.
I'm that star up in the sky, I'm that mountain peak up high. Hey, I made it, I'm the world's greatest.
To celebrate the achievement of the youngsters, a graduation ceremony was held at the offices of the JFLL. The results of a survey, the Learner Performance Feedback, indicated that the program did much more than help participants pass the Hard Trust entrance exam.
87% indicated that their team building skills have improved. Excellent. 91%, I want to listen to this, 91% indicated that their conflict management skills have improved.
I'm that star up in the sky, I'm that mountain peak up high. Hey, I made it.
You can't really look at persons from the inner city and say they're not worth it or they can't make it. If you as a teacher just do what you have to do, teach them, love them, just talk to them about reality and encourage them.
Come to Operation Friendship. We are willing, we are able, we have the manpower, we have the space, and we have the motivation to help wherever it is possible.
And I think that many of them see it now as a launching pad for greater things to do with their future.
So CSJP, Operation Friendship, and JFLL have been working together to achieve government's strategic priority of human capital development, improving numeracy and literacy levels of unattached youth while developing their social and vocational skills, building their capacity to make them employable and marketable so they can contribute to national development.
World's greatest. I'm that little bit of hope when my back's against the road.
The Ebola virus is transmitted through direct contact with an infected person's blood or other bodily fluids like saliva, urine, stool, and semen. Symptoms of Ebola include sudden fever, intense weakness, muscle pain, headache, and sore throat. This may be followed by vomiting, diarrhea, and rash, and in some cases both internal and external bleeding, leading to death. Protect yourself. Avoid travel to Ebola-affected countries. Avoid contact with infected persons. Don't touch the body of someone who has died from Ebola. Wash hands frequently with soap and water and use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. To know more, call 1-888-663-5683.
Governor General Sir Patrick Allen, through his I Believe initiative, has been inspiring young people to pursue their dreams. The I Believe motto is intended to resonate deep within, birthing a confidence that yes, you can achieve and go on to make a difference in society. At a recent youth consultative conference, Sir Patrick outlined 3 steps young people should make to take advantage of government's Logistic Hub program.
Our hope is that these conferences in 2014 will present our young people with perspectives on how to enhance your ability to achieve your maximum potential. I have faith in the inherent creativity of our young people, who often only need encouragement and need an opportunity in order to shine. Let me share 3 important points that should guide you during Jamaica's journey to become a logistics hub. 1, invest in yourself. It is important that you expand your knowledge base and remember that you are a key component for Jamaica's success. Secondly, in addition to investing in yourselves, you need to position yourself. Our young people must choose strategies to position yourselves to seize the opportunities that will result from the logistics hub. And thirdly, you must be prepared. Firstly, I said you should do what? Invest in yourself. Secondly, position yourselves. And thirdly, be prepared. The best strategy is preparation through training which leads to knowledge and skills certification to better enable yourself to compete successfully, because we have thousands of young people out there. And so you have to see how best you can compete for employment or attract funding for creating your own businesses. I want you to believe with me that you have within yourselves the potential for excellence and that you can achieve your dreams. Believe with me that you're among the many Jamaicans who are what is right with this country, and we can use our intellect, our skills, and our resources to address the things that are challenging and wrong with our country.
In spite of all our differences, along with all our problems, I believe. And despite the crime and violence and men and women dying, I believe. From the blue to the fen mountains, let all our voices ring. Oh, I believe. I believe that we can make a change and spread a gleam of hope across our country. I believe that we can join our hands and make a difference in Jamaica. I believe. There's nothing wrong with Jamaica that makes this what is right. Oh, I believe. And regardless of our struggles, we can rise again. Oh, I believe. Others believe in us, but we must also sing. Oh, I believe. I believe that we can make a change and spread a gleam of hope across our country. I believe that we can join our hands and make a difference in Jamaica. I believe. I believe. There's steam in every paper, X in every classroom, I believe.
I hope you enjoyed our show today. Share your thoughts, won't you? Email Jamaica Magazine at jis.gov.jm or send a tweet at JIS News. Our website, jis.gov.jm, has more information you may want to check out, so log on today. Until tomorrow when we do it all over again, same time, same station, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Walk good.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.